Welcome to our channel English Gateway. You are ready to learn English, and that's a fantastic decision. We are here to assist you. Welcome back to English Gateway. In this lesson, we're diving into present tense, one of the most important parts of English grammar. By the end of this video, you'll know how to use present tense confidently in your daily conversations. Let's get started. What is present tense? Present tense is used to talk about actions happening now, things we do regularly, or facts that are always true. It has four forms: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Don't worry, I'll explain each one with examples. Simple present tense usage. 1. Habits or routines. Example, I drink coffee every morning. 2. General truths or facts. Example, the earth revolves around the sun. 3. Scheduled events. Example, the train leaves at 6 p.m. Structure, positive, subject plus base verb plus s or es for he, she, or it. Example, she plays piano. Negative, subject plus does or does plus not plus base verb. Example, he does not like spicy food. Question, do does plus subject plus base verb. Example, do you speak English? 2. Present continuous tense. 1. Actions happening right now. Example, I am teaching you English. 2. Temporary actions. Example, she is staying at her friend's house this week. 3. Future planned actions. Example, we are meeting them tomorrow. Structure, positive. Subject, plam amins are plam verb ing. Example, they are playing cricket. Negative, subject plus am is are plus not plus. Verb dash ing. Example, I am not watching TV. Question, am is are plus subject. Verbing. Example, are you listening to me? 3. Present perfect, tense usage. 1. Actions completed. Recently or at an unspecified time. Example, I have finished my homework. 2. Actions that started in the past and continue to the present. Example, she has lived here for 5 years. Structure, positive. Subject plus have or has plus past. Participle. Example, he has eaten lunch. Negative. Subject plus have or has plus, not plus past participle. Example, we have not seen that movie. Question, have has plus subject, pure past participle. Example, have they arrived yet? 4. Present perfect continuous tense. Usage. 1. Actions that started in the past and are still happening. Example, I have been working since morning. 2. To emphasize the duration of an action. Example, she has been studying for 3 hours. Structure, positive. Subject, have, has, been or verb, ing. Example, they have been playing football. Negative, subject plus have or has plus not, plus been plus verb dash ing. Example, he has not been sleeping well. Question, have, has plus subject, been plus verb ing. Example, have you been waiting long? Activity, now it's your turn. Identify the type of present tense in these sentences. 1. She writes a letter every day. 2. I am cooking dinner right now. 3. They have visited Paris twice. 4. We have been working on this project for a week. Write your answers in the comments and I'll share the correct answers in the next video. Great job today! You've just learned the 4 forms of present tense. Keep practicing and you'll master it in no time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Gateway for more lessons. See you in the next class.
Welcome back to English Gateway. Before we start today's lesson, let's check the answers to our previous activity on present tense. Did you get them right? Let's find out. Step-by-step explanation. 1. Sentence, she writes a letter every day. Correct answer, simple present tense. Correct answer, present continuous tense. Correct answer, present perfect continuous tense. What is past tense? The past tense is used to talk about actions, events, or situations that happen before the present moment. This means anything that already happened in the past. Just like the present tense, the past tense also has 4 types. 1. Simple past tense, for completed actions in the past. 2. Past continuous tense, for actions that were happening at a specific time in the past. 3. Past perfect tense, for actions that were completed before another action in the past. 4. Past perfect continuous tense, for actions that started in the past and continued until another point in the past. Now, let's break down each type one by one. Simple past tense. Usage and amp. Structure with example, used for completed actions in the past. Structure, subject plus verb, past form, example, I watched a movie last night. Used for past habits or routines. Structure, subject plus verb, past form, example, she always walked to school. Used for specific times in the past. Structure, subject plus verb, past form, example, they visited Paris in 2020. Negative, subject plus did not plus base verb, example, she did not play football. Question, did plus subject plus base verb? Example, did you finish your homework, past continuous tense? Usage and amp. Structure with example, used for actions happening at a specific time in the past. Structure, subject plus was were plus verb, ing, example, I was reading a book at 8 p.m. used for interrupted actions in the past. Structure, subject plus was were plus verb, ing, example, they were playing football when it started raining. Used for two actions happening at the same time. Structure, subject plus was were plus verb, ing, example, she was cooking while he was watching TV. Negative, subject plus was were not plus verb, ing, example, they were not listening. Question, was were plus subject plus verb, ing. Example, were you sleeping? Past perfect tense. Usage and amp. Structure with example, used for actions completed before another action in the past. Structure, subject plus had plus past participle, example, I had finished my homework before the guests arrived. Used for actions completed before a specific time in the past. Structure, subject plus had plus past participle, example, she had left the office by 6 p.m. Negative, subject plus had not plus past participle, example, I had not seen that movie. Question, had plus subject plus past participle? Example, had he finished his work? Past perfect continuous tense. Usage and amp. Structure with example, used for actions that started in the past and continued until another action in the past. Structure, subject plus had been plus verb, ing, example, she had been working for 3 hours when the power went out. Used to emphasize the duration of an action in the past. Structure, subject plus had been plus verb, ing, example, they had been playing football all afternoon. Negative, subject plus had not been plus verb, ing, example, he had not been feeling well. Question, had plus subject plus been plus verb, ing. Example, had they been waiting long? Activity, 15 seconds. Now it's your turn. Identify the type of past tense in these sentences. 1. I watched a movie last night. 2. She was reading a book when I called her. 3. They had finished dinner before the show started. 4. He had been studying for hours before the exam. Write your answers in the comments, and I'll share the correct answers in the next video. Great job!
Answer of previous activity. 1. I watched a movie last night. Answer, simple past tense. Explanation, the action watching a movie happened at a specific time in the past last night and is completed. 2. She was reading a book when I called her. Answer, past continuous tense. Explanation, the action reading a book was happening in the past when another action calling occurred. 3. They had finished dinner before the show started. Answer, past perfect tense. Explanation, the action finishing dinner was completed before another action. The show started in the past. 4. He had been studying for hours before the exam. Answer, past perfect, continuous tense. Explanation, the action studying was ongoing and continued up until another action, the exam, in the past. Future tense. Hello and welcome back to English Gateway. In today's lesson, we're going to explore future tense. This tense is used to talk about actions or events that will happen after the present moment. Let's break it down and make it super easy to understand. 1. Simple future tense will plus base verb. The simple future tense is used to talk about actions that will happen in the future. It's the most common way of expressing future events. Formula: subject plus will plus base verb without to. Examples: I will eat dinner at p.m. She will travel to Paris next year. They will finish the project soon. When to use: for decisions made at the moment of speaking, I think I will call her later. For predictions or guesses about the future, it will rain tomorrow. For promises, I will help you with your homework. Be going to future intention. We use be going to express something that is planned or intended to happen in the future. Formula: subject plus am or is or are plus going to plus base verb. Examples: I'm going to visit my grandmother next week. They are going to watch a movie tonight. We are going to study for the test. When to use: when talking about future plans or intentions. I'm going to buy a new phone next month. When something is about to happen, look at those clouds. It is going to rain soon. 3. Future continuous tense will be plus verbing. The future continuous tense is used for actions that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. Formula: subject plus will be plus verbing. Examples: at 8 p.m., we'll be watching a movie. This time next week, they will be traveling to Japan. She will be working all day tomorrow. When to use: to describe ongoing actions in the future. Tomorrow, I will be studying all day for the exam. For actions that will be happening at a specific time in the future, at 10 a.m., I will be meeting my friend. Future perfect tense will have plus past participle. The future perfect tense describes actions that will be completed before a certain time in the future. Formula: subject plus will have plus past participle. Examples: by p.m., I will have finished my homework. They will have left by the time we arrive. In 2 years, I will have graduated from college. When to use: to describe actions that will be completed before another event in the future. By the time you arrive, I will have cleaned the house. 5. Future perfect continuous tense will have been plus verbing. The future perfect continuous tense describes an action that will continue until a certain point in the future. Formula: subject plus will have been plus verbing. Examples: by next year, I will have been working here for 10 years. They will have been studying for 5 hours by the time we get there. I will have been traveling for 2 weeks when I arrive. When to use: to describe actions that will be in progress until a certain point in the future. In 2 months, she will have been living here for 5 years. Quick recap of the future tenses. 1. Simple future will plus verb for decisions, predictions, or promises. I will go to the party. Future continuous will be plus verbing. For ongoing actions in the future, at p.m., I will be watching TV. Future perfect will have plus past participle. For actions that will be completed before a certain time in the future, by next week, I will have finished the project. Future perfect continuous will have been plus verbing. For actions that will be ongoing up until a specific time in the future, by p.m., I will have been studying for 4 hours. Activity time. Now, let's test your understanding of future tense. Identify which type of future tense. These sentences are: 1. I will read a book tomorrow. 2. By this time next year, I will have completed my studies. 3. At p.m., I will be cooking dinner. 4. They are going to meet us at the restaurant later. Take your time and let me know your answers. Answers to the activity. 1. I will read a book tomorrow. Simple future tense. 2. By this time next year, I will have completed my studies. Future perfect tense. 3. At p.m., I will be cooking dinner. Future continuous tense. 4. They are going to meet us at the restaurant later. Be going to future intention. Well done. You've just learned about all the future tenses in English. Make sure to practice these in your daily conversations. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications for more helpful lessons. See you in the next class. Tenses. Structure. Present simple I do. Present continuous I am doing. Present perfect I have done. Present perfect, I have been continuous doing. Past simple I did. Past continuous I was doing. Past perfect I had done. Past perfect, I had been continuous doing. Future simple I will do. Future continuous I will be doing. Future perfect I will have done. Future perfect, I will have been doing. Continuous,